in general. And specifically, let's talk about amino acids and why those are important. So, start with your basic vitamin packs. So, when you're crafting your diet, you want to add in vitamins that you may not nutritionally be getting out of the grocery store. So eat a healthy diet, as we talked about yesterday. No GMOs, eat organic. Don't eat or binge on products that compromise your health. One of the things, in speaking with Jack LaLanne on that plane flight that I shared with him, he said if you shop the perimeter of your grocery store, avoid man made products. And he specifically said if man made it, don't eat it. So you're going to find your health is going to be far better. And then while you're cultivating a healthy lifestyle, you're going to want to avoid alcohol. And I know having a glass of wine's nice or a beer on a hot day, but for right now, you need your body focused on recovery and getting better. There's all food and all proteins are made of amino acids. There's 9 essential to your body. You can't make them, they have to be provided. Foods provide most of these. There's 13 non essential, and what that means is you take the 9, your body can create them in the factory within you, and that will give you the amino acids, but it takes the body energy to do that. So if you provide them, you're providing that extra boost. So all meats provide great sources of amino acids. So that's why a diet that is focused around protein with all the other goodies will help you move a lot quicker down this path. There's some specific amino acids that are real useful. Creatine is one of those things a lot of weightlifters use before they go to the gym. There's all sorts of interesting things, and you can do your own research on that. But it's one of those things that helps your body provide energy to your muscles. And if you take it on an empty stomach 30 minutes before you go to the gym, you're going to find you'll get a better pump. And what that means is the blood will saturate the muscles and you'll be able to get a better workout. Another one is arginine. Arginine is really good for transporting and producing nitric oxide. Your body loves nitric oxide, and there's actually supplements that provide that. So there's half a dozen that I know of, and I use one in particular, but it also allows the body to remove the nitrogen, which is the byproduct of weightlifting, from your muscles, and it spurs growth and growth hormone release, which is what regenerates your skin cells. Glutamine, taking that at night, it's a great way to provide recovery, and it's an energy source for your digestive system. So it's also a good nitrogen carrier. Again, if you want to benefit from that, take glutamine at night, and I've actually seen some great dosing on that, and I've used some great suggestions when I was further along, so encourage that. Everybody knows tryptophan. That's found in turkey meat. It has a calming effect on the mood. And something else that I noticed, and maybe it worked, maybe it didn't, but I noticed it helped me retain a suntan longer. So who knows? But it does affect your ability to sleep. Everybody knows a good turkey dinner will put you to bed. So tryptophan's a good one. Choline, I took that early on in my first stint in the gym. So I want to encourage you, that's something your body needs. You can get it in some of the proteins, and it's an essential nutrient, not an amino acid, but you need some amounts of it from your food. Ornithine, that's another one, and this is an ammonia scavenger. So ammonia is a byproduct of muscle breakdown, which happens during weightlifting. So ornithine is a great cleanup, and I highly encourage you, if you can find those in combination, those are great supplements to take before you go to the gym or your weight bench. Foods that will help you here, animal proteins are pretty complete when it comes to amino acids. There's some great plant proteins. Think of dark green leafy vegetables, quite a few legumes, seaweed for sure. You're going to want to avoid the incomplete proteins, rice, bread, pasta, potatoes, those things you want to avoid. So, at least for now, because you're trying to drop weight. And if you want to get into shape, that's the way to approach this. Branched chain amino acids are interesting. They're readily available in the bloodstream once you've taken them. And they provide energy just like proteins. So take a look at those if you'd like to supplement those. That's a great catalyst for muscle growth. There's also the big stink around fat burners. This particular product I've used throughout the years, and actually in the original formulation back in 2001. So I didn't use it the first year I was weightlifting. I used it in that 90 days when I dropped off the 46 extra pounds, and it had real ephedra. Now, there's all this brouhaha about ephedra and, oh, that's bad for you. But if you look at all the pharmaceutical products that have been out there over the years, the pharmaceutical products have done more damage to people's health than natural products. So if you want to use, when I read Education of a Bodybuilder by Arnold, he always talked about drinking coffee before he went to the gym, so caffeine. You'll find caffeine, aspirin, yohimbe, synephrine, which all are natural products. And if you can find white willow bark, that helps as well. So don't be dissuaded by what the government says. Focus on what works for you and do your own research. But ultimately, focus on good, healthy eating. Amino acids won't hurt. Make sure you take a good vitamin supplement. You can spend a lot of money on this, but don't make that your focus. Figure out what you need and then gradually add in little things here and there and see how it affects your body. Remember, everybody is unique, everybody is different. And what ends up happening is if you decide, oh, well, Reed said this, keep in mind that one of the problems with that is your physiology is not my physiology. So you're going to want to experiment and go with a 30-day experiment and see what happens. And if you see results, great. If you don't, stop. And then try something different. Remember, it's all about trial and error and figuring out what works for you. If it were all the same and everybody was able to do it, everybody would be Olympic champions and everybody would have Olympic physiques. So good luck, and we'll see you in our next program.